What's up, everyone? What's happening? Happy New Year's. I want to say welcome to the Lethal Truth, where you're going to get the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, God, and the truth shall set you free. And I'm talking about mentally. And again, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I had to have my back. I got to make sure things is right. You know what I'm saying? I have to make sure things is right. I don't need this hat. It's too hot for this. But look, I'm gonna say Happy New Year's. You know what I'm saying to everybody that's alive and well. You know what I mean. So with that, I want to give a round of applause to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because coming in with the new year, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing that we alive. We came into the new year right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people lost their lives. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Logan, Happy New Year, Jasmine. Okay, showing love. Here for the knowledge, stopping by for a few. Okay. Happy New Year to y'all. Gotta say, a lot of people lost their lives. There's some people um that I know personally, two people they lost somebody that was dear to them. Um, Somebody I know, he lost his firstborn son. It's that's a hell of a thing to lose your firstborn on New Year's Eve. It's a hell of a thing to outlive your child. It's real hurting to see that you bring them into this world, feed them and clothe them, give them shelter, and raise them to be a grown man, or just bury them. That's a real hurting thing. I knew another female that had a misunderstanding with her husband. They was always going at it and stuff like that. Nothing like on some domestic violence shit, but excuse me, not on the domestic violence stuff. Just when you just don't see eye to eye and y'all arguing, y'all don't talk, and they didn't talk for a few days, and then the police called on New Year's Eve and told her husband got murdered. You know, I was hurt. I met the brother a few times, but I know her. So I was really feeling it like he was part of the family. You know what I mean? I was really hurt because I felt that on New Year's. So it also brought me to the realization that you may go through it with people you love. You may not talk. But something can happen where God will make sure you don't talk to the person you love ever again. And that's what really hurt me when I found out about her husband, because they had an argument and she would never ever get to speak to her husband again. You know what I'm saying? Never get to speak to her husband again. I know some of y'all live that spooky world where you think you're gonna die and you're gonna go somewhere up there. All I know is the sun, moon, and stars and 9 planets. No disrespect, but the Bible never gave me a direction or where heaven and hell was. They always told me it was a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? So far as I'm concerned, she ain't gonna never speak to that man again. She ain't gonna never have a moment with that man again. You know what I'm saying? He's gone. So, it let me know that no matter what I'm going through with people I love, what I'm saying, never leave it on a bad note. Always, try to communicate. Because I'm type of dude that if I feel some way, I'm not gonna say nothing to you for a few days because I might tell you something that I may regret. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I may say it out of anger. I may mean it out of honesty. You know what I'm saying? So I learned not to, what I'm saying, just argue with people and not speak to them again because you might not wake up. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how we gonna pass away. We all got a time frame on our lifespan. And only God knows when that time and date is. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta treat every moment that's special. You know what I'm saying? So around again, you know what I'm saying? Give a round of applause for being out here. And with that being said, you know, y'all hear me good out there? Cause my microphone, man, is giving me issues. But since we hold on. All right. We all lived it. We all survived. So with that being said, let's take a sip for being alive. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a sip. You know what I mean? Let me take a good shot for us. You know what I mean? Take a nice sip. Woo! Okay. All right, let's get into it. For the past 2 days, it been all right. So this is how we gonna do this. This is how we gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing was giving me some issues. You know what I mean? Y'all hear me out there? Okay. So let's get right into it. So for the past couple of days, people lost their life. You know what I'm saying? Um we know what happened in New Orleans, right? And I'm kind of concerned with that case. You know what I'm saying? They said at first they said they know what happened. They just said this guy came in a pickup truck and he just drove through Bourbon Street, which is a strip where everybody go in New Orleans for Mardi Gras and everything. And he ran over people. 10 people, I believe, was dead and 30 people was injured. And one of the sad cases about it, I mean, all the cases were sad. All the cases were bad. But one of the sad cases about it was a young girl. I forgot where she was from, but her mother told her, stay home. Don't go no, don't go nowhere. Cause you know how New Year's Eve is. And she didn't listen to her mother. She got a ride with her friends, and she went out to New Orleans, and she ended up dead. And I saw the picture, and she had like a prom uniform, or not prom uniform. Excuse me. It looked like she was dressed up. She was coming from prom because it was like 2024, like she was graduating. So I was like, God damn, she must have been like at least what 16, 17, 18 or something like that. Real young girl. And now she's dead because she didn't want to listen. But I mean, it's not her fault. We should be able to go out there and have fun and enjoy ourselves without getting hurt. Me personally, I feel like if I'm going out and I'm going to have fun, I'm not bringing no weapon with me because I'm looking at the women, I'm sipping, I'm enjoying myself. I am not trying to get into no fight with no dude. But I know sometimes, liquor get involved, people take things left. But in this situation, I don't know what the heck was on the alleged suspect mind. You know what I'm saying? And I say alleged because I don't know if he did it. It's the way they've been moving. You know what I'm saying? It's the way they've been dealing with this so-called investigation, right? Because first they said they didn't know what was going on. They got the suspect. They killed him, so they said, like they said about Osama. They killed him. We ain't see nobody. We ain't hear about no relatives saying nothing. You know how relatives give their little exclusive saying about they was mentally disabled and all. We don't hear nothing. We don't see nothing. We only going by what they said. Yet they said it was classified. They said they couldn't release the information. They said they couldn't release the name. They said they couldn't release the photo. Now all of a sudden they got their stories all together, what they're gonna say, and boom, they got a picture. Now I want you to see something here. I want you to see something. Uh this is real. This is real interesting to me because when I seen this guy picture, hold on. I got it right. Trust me, I got it right this time. And I'm saying to myself when I'm looking at him, and I really want you to really take a look at this dude. Just take a look at the picture. They're actually, what does this picture look like to you, first of all? Right? Because at first they were saying a person of color, but they ain't say no black man. But the way they shaped this photo is like he looks like an Arab. To keep it real, he looks like an Arab, right? It said ISIS and all of this crap, right? That's what he looks like. Now, that's real funny to me because when 9/11 happened, they did the same thing. They didn't have no faces, they didn't have nothing. Now I want you to now you see the picture, right? You see how this guy look. He looks Arab. They talking about he's ISIS. They say he's a US citizen and everything. He looks Indian. Right. He looks Indian. Now check this out. I want you to take a look at this.
I'm Shamsuddin Jabbar.
I'm waiting till y'all get this. I want y'all to see this because this dude, this saying he looks Indian, but listen to
property manager with Blue Meadow Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch.
Now, hold on. Now I showed you that. I showed you that because different look, right? Yeah. Hold on. All right. You're right. There you go. Different look and sound black. That's a black man. When we do terrorist shit, when we do terrorism, we don't do terrorism. I gotta change my little profanity because last video I was in a space where I had to communicate with people on that level. But I gotta deal with this a little bit more mature on certain topics, you know what I mean? But look, now he's a black man from Texas, born and raised. We don't move like that. Is he alive? Because I don't know if he's alive. I say that because when 9/11 happened, they said they didn't know who it was because they said the individuals just took the plane mysteriously. The plane got off the radar and they didn't know, right? Because they all have the planes on radar. They know when you're going off course. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. The plane crashes into the building, and all of a sudden they started saying they didn't know who it was. But they said it's a terrorist act. It's terrorism. Because terrorism is when you commit an act of terror amongst innocent men, women, and children. That's terrorism, right? Okay. Then they started putting the pictures up of the individuals they said committed 9/11. The individuals started coming out the woodwork saying, hey, I'm right here. What you talking about? That wasn't me. They talking about they had a commercial plane. No commercial plane can't fly like that in no buildings. Not those type of engines. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of plane they described that went into the building. You had people call and say, "Oh yeah, oh it's I love you." I don't know. I don't. Yo, this government is so sneaky, so creepy. You can't believe nothing they say. I don't believe nothing they say. Now they talking about ISIS. That's the same thing they did in 9/11. They were saying we don't know. We think it's Afghanistan, ISIS, or Osama. But all along they was trying to get the poppy fields in Afghanistan. So slowly they blamed the Taliban. Then after they finished with the Taliban, then they went at Saddam Hussein because they had a pipe running from a gas pipe running from Afghanistan all the way to Iraq. So they needed Iraq. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? When they want to invade a country, they make a propaganda machine so they can have an excuse to start invading the country. They did the same thing with Pearl Harbor. know what I'm saying? FDR, he was more like at that time he was more like George Bush. He owes the Star Wars, so they was like, you can't just start this war because everybody's gonna go against you. So he let Pearl Harbor go down. They seen it. You think a plane or anything can fly on into this country without being detected? Come on now. Come on, how long you been in this country? These white people, they got this thing sold up. You're not coming in this country and just doing whatever you want to do. They do that because they got bases in every other country because they know World War III is coming. So they want to make sure that they are set up in every country or every other country. So when things popping, they already got something established there. Nobody got nothing established here. So I'm trying to figure out is is they gonna blame it on one of these Arab countries so they could go to war? Because they only go to war for gold, oil, and drugs. They don't go to war for what they call it? Humanity. Now when they killing black people, we're like water over here. You know what I'm saying? So we all know that's lies, you know what I mean? So I just don't know. And then now you got 30 people injured. Like I'm wondering what was going on in the mind of the person that was driving. I don't know if that's the brother. I'm serious. I just don't know. Knowing their technology for years and studying the history that was laid out for centuries, every time they deal with us or deal with civilization, they always deal with technology. And I'm just not talking about just white people. I'm talking about white people and black people and anybody else that's in that system that want to continue that system to be in power to oppress the poor. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't believe it. I was still trying to do research earlier, like, yo, it's gonna be more information. You gonna let me know, son? Cause yo, John Banks, like you said, he looks Indian, but then you see the actual video of him and you hear him speak. That's a black man. Now all of a sudden he was in wherever he was at. He got ISIS flag and what they said, some paperwork or some. I don't believe that crap. Ain't nobody committing no suicide with a Quran in their hand and they for what? I don't believe that. I think it's more to it than that. It could be him. I don't know. It could be him. Not to mention they wasn't for sure how many people was involved. Exactly. Now they talking about, oh, we believe he wasn't acting alone. He was driving alone, but when they say he's not acting alone, what they do is they keep broadcasting this into your mind, right? To the point where you start to believe it. Example, again, with 9/11. They didn't know who it was. That's what they said. They didn't know who it was. But they kept drilling us with it could be, the Taliban, it could be Saddam. They was narrowing it down to people they was going to go after. So once they kept saying the Taliban, 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 then they say, yeah, we got the information. Everybody already believe it because they control the media. The media don't tell you how to think. It tells you what to think about. So if they keep drilling this in your mind every day, all day, you're going to start having conversations at work talking about, yo, I heard it was the Taliban. Yeah. Instead of saying allegedly or they're investigating, we change our language due to the help of them and we start already convicting them. So once it was time to go to war, when the World Trade Center got hit, you know how many people out here was signing up? They was like, yeah, they was all pro-American all of a sudden. Now black people and white people was friends for the time being. You know what I'm saying? And then they went over there and then they invaded Iraq and they invaded Afghanistan. And remember what the soldiers over there was saying. Say, yo, we want to come home while we're over here. We killing nothing but innocent men, women, and children. We barely fighting the Muslims. And you going at them at the wrong time. You going to war with them during Ramadan. Look, you cannot win during Ramadan. I am sorry. They are so holy during that day, during that month, and they fasting and they got to pray. And man, you lost. You know what I'm saying? Not to be funny, but hold on, let me see what on here. I'm here for the knowledge say, talking about it was two men. He was supposed to have an ISIS flag or some type of flag. Yeah, they say he was supposed to have an ISIS flag, right? I got the video. I'm not gonna play it because I see for some reason my joint be freezing a little bit. But I seen the video. I seen two videos.
right? I seen when he was turning in to onto Bourbon Street, and I saw the video when he was going down Bourbon Street. I ain't seen no ISIS flag. Maybe he was going too fast and was blinking an eye. Maybe I need some bifocals, but I ain't seen no ISIS flag. So why y'all talking about ISIS flag? When they say a person did a crime in America, I don't care where you at. They start telling you what you had for in that morning, where you went during that day, what you had on the other day. They start narrowing down all the cameras of the person who they allegedly said committed a crime. Now all of a sudden here, we don't get a direct video of nothing. We just get blanks, split screens. Truck going 90 miles per hour. Yeah, there's a flag in the back. I seen a pole or something in a pickup truck, but I ain't seen no flag. Where you get that from? Okay, yeah, he's Muslim. Of course, he have an Islamic name. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that man is alive because it's called espionage. That's what they do. They will plan an agent, put his picture out there, and commit some type of bull crap crime just to go to war and have us believe it. I'm not saying that this is not true. What I'm saying is just don't jump to conclusions and believe what you're seeing on the news, because the news tells you half truth and half lie. They never tell you 100% truth. Even if you are guilty, they still amp it up because they sell drama. That's what the media sells. They sell fear. They sell killing. They sell murder for ratings. They don't sell cats in a tree and the fireman came in. They'll put that in here and there, but 90% of the news is propaganda. If it ain't about crooked cops, it's about crooked politicians. If it's not about them, it's about people in the streets killing one another. Well, they say he died, but they still trying to investigate the case. Yo, you can't make this up, man. But that's what they do. That's what I'm telling you. Yo, listen, man, you can't believe what these people are saying. Especially when they start putting a tag on the Islamic countries. And I'm not saying it because I'm Muslim. I'm not saying that because, listen, one day I'm gonna get into it with them over there because those are white people. They over here, they just call themselves just regular Arabs, but they're Caucasian Arabs over there. The same thing they doing to us over there, the same thing over there, but that's a whole nother topic. But when they start talking about Islam or Islamic figures, it always gearing up for something. Now they talking about, we don't know, you're trying to see if ISIS is involved. Are you trying to see ISIS is involved? There's no Islamic person around that man or doing anything around. You already know. They already know right now. That's if he exists, really. I don't know if that brother exists. You know what I'm saying? And I'm surprised that I ran into that video. You know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden, I run into the video when I'm doing research, and the person is like, yeah, this is the guy who allegedly committed the crime. I said, God damn, they got old videos of him up already? Okay. Because they know they trying to figure out their stories, what they're going to tell the press. Because they ain't telling the press, even if it is true, they're not going to tell us everything. Everything to them is top secret, and they're going to spin it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to spin it to their agenda. If it is ISIS involved, they're going to cook up some bull crap. They're going to make up another type of story and gear people up to be patriotic, to sign up to go to war and die for them. I'm not signing up for no war. The only war I'm going with is if it's a civil war or it's war against me and my family. Other than that, I'm not signing up for that. I would be damned if I sign up. As Muhammad Ali said, they ain't never called me no nigga. They ain't never stripped me and tied my legs to two horses and had the horses go opposite direction and pulled me in half. I'm not fighting. If you want to go to war, why don't you come from behind your desk with them pretty ass shoes and you sign up yourself and you go to war? It's all a gimmick. No politician ever signed up for war. Matter of fact, the only person that went to war and did because he really wanted to was John Kerry. Who's Skull and Bones? Secret society that leaves Yale and all of that, they don't go to war. They'll go to the National Guards, do training, and that's where it stops. Why? Because they know the going to war is based on a lie. It's all over propaganda. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, yo, be careful what you watch on the news and don't believe everything you hear. And man, look what I just told you, man. Look, Indian, he look Arab, and then all of a sudden, when you actually see the real him, you see a brother. You see the brother. And you can hear the soul in his voice. You know what I'm saying? But they painted him up and it looked like they're gearing us up, man, for the propaganda. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's unfortunate that those people lost their lives. Condolences to their family. You know what I mean? Nobody deserves to be taken off the planet like that, especially for nothing. You know what I mean? That's real sad. I'm pretty sure people there had newborn children. They couldn't wait to get home to, or just children, families, period. You know. So at that same time or same day, um, in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, I believe, there was a cyber truck explosion by the Trump Hotel. They said it didn't kill anybody, but it damaged a whole lot of things. They said they declaring it as terrorism. Here we go again. They saying it's terrorism. They ain't find no flag. They ain't find nothing. They just heard an explosion of a cyber truck that has what they call doing them things, lithium batteries, which also be in scooters that always explodes and apartments be on fire and all that. So we don't know if that happened like that or somebody set it up like that, but they trying to call it a terrorist act. They don't got no suspects, and they're saying that they're not sure if it's connected to the situation that happened in New Orleans, but they're not ruling it out. You see what I'm saying? They're not ruling it out. They're gearing us up. They're gearing us up. You know what I mean? Yo, man. And like I said, it happened near the Trump Hotel. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot that's going on in society, as well at the same day in New York City. In Club Amazura in Queens, 10 people were shot. And I believe they said it was a few injured. I can't remember how many people was injured. They didn't say why. But Club Amazura, I've been there a few times. It's not big. It's not small. It's just fitting. But if shots go off in there on the way running out, it could be pretty tight. People get stomped out and die. But I don't know if people got shot in there. I seriously doubt it because they have heavy security in there. You know what I mean? To the point where when I go, I can't even bring my light. I gotta put my light in my boot or sneaker. Yeah, they be on it. So I don't think anybody brought a gun in there. I think it happened outside because there's always a party outside of Club Amazon. You know what I'm saying? So 10 people was shot the same day. Yo, that's crazy. That all this killing and everything that's going on. But I always say, it's funny. My wife said too that I'm not going out for New Year's now. We staying home. And me, my wife, and our children, we stayed home because people always want to do things when the ball drops. They always want to let off, or they want to have fireworks that sounds like guns. It's just crazy. I don't want to be out there and the police look at me like I'm the herb and they want to make an example of me. And one thing can lead to another, and I end up dead. You know what I'm saying? This is how America is. You know what I mean? You could walk down a block black and just get killed by police. So I don't trust no situation on those type of days. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed lately a lot of people don't do that. They will actually stay at home, wait for the ball to drop, and then they will go out and they would enjoy themselves. Me, I didn't go out. I stayed in, I sipped and everything. Matter of fact, I was on here with y'all bugging out. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I chilled with my family. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to go out there. So, we got to be careful. And we living in the days of the times where America is falling. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I read the Bible, I read the Quran. You know what I mean? I know I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to that. And the book of Revelations in the Bible, it talks about all of this. You know what I'm saying? Where it starts, Mystery Babylon is falling. Now, when you look at it, we already know in the Bible. Now, I know a lot of y'all not Bible thumpers out there, but you got to listen to me. You know what I mean? Because this is very important. I never really was into the Bible until it was broken down to me in certain ways for me to understand, for make me excited about it. Like I love the word. I mean, I don't practice it like most people in a spooky state. You know what I'm saying? But in the Book of Revelations, they talk about Mystery Babylon. Now, in the Bible, we know that Babylon already fell because they had a story about that. Babylon already fell. So we already know that. But in the Book of Revelations, they said Mystery Babylon. Hold up, stop. Yeah, I stayed home, got wasted, and I had a blast. Even I got drunk. I know I'm passed out somewhere in the house and then in the streets. Yeah, yo, my wife said, because we was like, yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna pass out. But they said I passed out first, and I got my excuse because we got a new bully. So it's a little puppy. So I'm up like every 3-4 hours. So they had me December 30th. I was just up all night. So 31st, I was just done. You know what I'm saying? But to get back into what I was saying, Mystery Babylon, mystery is unknown. That's what mystery is. It's unknown. So we already know Babylon fell. So Mystery Babylon is current, it's present. It didn't say was falling, it said Mystery Babylon is falling. So here's a country in the book of Revelation. It describes this country to be like Egypt, who had slaves for 400 years, which it speaks about in Genesis 15, verse 13. You know what I'm saying? It talks about this country has to be like Sodom and Gomorrah as well. Man, hands down, ain't no country like this. This is Sodom and Gomorrah headquarters right here, man. You know what I mean? It talks about people killing each other. They said, you know, it's a gold glass on the outside, but on the inside it's filled with abomination. So you know, people on the outskirts looking at America, they want to come here. They see it's like a gold chalice. It's a promised land, but once you come here, it's filled with nothing but abomination, man. You know what I mean? And then it talks about the God situates the horses, and you know this favorite line. Behold, there's a pale horse, and on it sat death. The horse represents Caucasian folks. White folks, I'm sorry, but let's be honest. Everywhere y'all go, you start wars. That's what it said. On it sat death. Everywhere you go, death comes, disease comes, chicken pox, measles, everything comes with you. This is not racism. This is in history books. You know what I'm saying? Then you have the red horse who bring war. We already know who the red people are. Then it talks about a black horse that comes with the scale that brings judgment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So this country is just falling. It's just mad stuff that's going on, mad killings everywhere. The money's dying. Everything is dying because this is God's plan. I know you about like, oh man, Slug, you about to hit me with the God. Yeah, this is God's plan, man. Let me tell you what's going on while we all having fun, right? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I hope they don't block this, you know, because lately when I be posting videos and I be showing like videos and everything. Yeah, they be coming with the band. Oh man, I don't think I all right. All right. I'm gonna load it up now because I want you to see how much debt this country's in. Because they're not telling you. But I'm gonna tell you today. I'm gonna tell you how much this country's in debt. You're gonna see why it's so much killings. You're gonna see why it's so much so-called immigrants coming over and why. Man, this shit is a boiling pot ready to explode. Y'all all right out there? Okay. Yeah, because I really want you to try to hear this. Because man, when I first heard it, it made me realize everything that was going on in society and why. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the new Egypt. The Bible said the West will become the East, and the East will become the West. We in the West now. The sun sets in the West. There's pyramids in Colorado. This is the modern day Egypt, man. Go in your books. It said it, Genesis 15, verse 8. Go read it. It's talking about you. So if God says after 400 years, he said, I will come, why everybody waiting on Jesus? Jesus ain't coming back. Dead people don't come back. God said, I will come. Now, I don't know how he coming, but right now, America looks real bad. But check it. Let me get into, let me see if it, oh, here we go.
So it ain't no more that we could sell bonds to our citizens. We sell bonds to China. We sell bonds and securities to Japan. We sell bonds and securities to Great Britain. Let me show you who owes what. This kind of stuff is classroom stuff.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all.
Of America's burgeoning debt is owned by foreign governments. So it ain't no more that we could sell bonds to our citizens. We sell bonds to China. We sell bonds and securities to Japan. We sell bonds and securities to Great Britain. Let me show you who owes what. This kind of stuff is classroom stuff. But every time you come to this house, it'll be a classroom. Look, according to this pie graph, intragovernmental debt, 3,794 billion. The publicly held debt, which is still government responsibility, 2,674 billion. But the publicly held foreigners' debt, rather that America owes, is $2,240 billion. The Japanese have bought up $649 billion of American bonds and securities, plus they have $1.2 trillion in foreign currency reserves. The largest currency reserves in the world is in China. You see why America would jump on Cuba, a communist country 90 miles away, and talk sweet to China, a communist country? Because China got America by the testicles. I use that language because every male in here knows how painful that is. The Chinese in bonds and securities, 354 billion. The British, 249 billion. OPEC, that's the oil producing countries, 102 billion. Korea, 66 billion. Taiwan, 63 billion. The Caribbean banks, 63 billion. Germany, 56 billion. Hong Kong, 55 billion. Brazilians, 54 billion. Canadians, 49 billion. Luxembourg, 38 billion. Mexico, 36 billion. The French, 31 billion. Singapore, 29 billion. Swiss, 27 billion. The Turks, 24 billion. The Swedes, 19 billion. The Irish, 19 billion. The Dutch, 18 billion. The Thais, 17 billion. The Israelis, 17 billion. The Belgians, 15 billion. The Indians, 15 billion. The Italians, 14 billion. The Poles, 13 billion, and all others 148 billion. Now, when you go and turn on the news and you find out that China has some American ports, you say, well, how did that happen? The Arabs got so much and so much. The Chinese got. Well, I read that even on I-90, that's right, on the toll booth area, that has been sold to Spain.
That's been sold to Spain. I hope y'all listening. So I had to show you why everything is going up. Like back in the 70s, minimum wage was $2.75. Now it's like $15 because of all of that. The country's falling, but they ain't telling y'all. They ain't telling us this. You know what I'm saying? So all of this stuff is going on. Yo, this is all written to happen. And there's nothing you and I can stop it. It's going to happen. That's why I tell people, yo, hold your gold. Don't sell your gold. Because when they say the value of the dollar is over, that's your medium in exchange, not diamonds. That shit ain't worth nothing. You keep your gold. That's why they got pawn shops all in the hood, because they trying to take your gold. You know what I'm saying? Because they drying up. You know, I'm not trying to go switch over for my topic, but it boils down with this because all of this is written for this country because of what happened to people of color. God can't sleep forever. It's written. That's why they don't ever want us to have the books. That's why we out of our minds. That's why all the chemicals they putting in the food is messing with our minds. The music messing with our minds. TV messing with our minds. And we going out there, we just crazy. This is like hell. This ain't heaven over here in this country. This is hell. Then they got the immigrants, so-called immigrants that's coming over because they broke. They got to borrow money. Most of all the people that's coming over is coming over from prisons. And they calling them immigrants. You know what I'm saying? I don't call them that. Because if you say you African American, then you're an immigrant too. Because they put African on front of it. They don't call white folks Italian Americans and Sicilian Americans. They call them Americans. That's what they call them. You know what I'm saying? So these people coming over here and they tearing shit up too. No matter what they do, God always have a reaction to they plot and scheme. So now you got the gangs out here from Puerto Rico and Venezuela, and you got this new gang. What's it? Los Diablo Ela 42 or 47. They from Venezuela. They're young gangs. They ages between 11 to 25. Their headquarters is Roosevelt Hotel. They robbing everything. All that you saw with the police. Remember that video with the young kids? They was beating the police up and hitting them and kicking them. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, that's them. That's them. That's them. And they getting ready to flood the prison system. So all you dudes out there talking about y'all banging and all that, boy, y'all got a whole nother headache getting ready to come in that system. You know what I'm saying? So you got wars everywhere that's going on in this country. Killings, everything. That's why I say, yo, man, y'all got to be safe out there. This shit is a melting pot. This is Satan's house. This is Satan's house. And he got all the religions up in the uproar. Everybody lying, TD Jakes. This country is crazy. This country's crazy. And all these people is just dying and killing. Like since the New Year's, you're supposed to be bringing in the New Year's in right? You all supposed to have this resolution to make us more better. We always have this tradition because you don't really need a day to make yourself better. You could do it every day, but we take the time out this particular pagan holiday and we say, yo, we're gonna celebrate it because we want to make a new start of ourselves. Which nothing wrong with that. And then you go out there and you get a bullet in your head. First of all, so you dudes that's out there that's running the streets and acting crazy, why would you want to start shit on a New Year's Eve? Like that's how you bringing in the whole New Year's by jeopardizing your freedom so you could get life in prison over what? Because 9 out of 10 guys that pull the trigger, they pulling the trigger either over money or females. I kid you not. It always been like that. Over females or money. You know what I'm saying? And they just out there, they're just going crazy. I couldn't believe it when I saw that in Club Amazura. I was like, yo, what the hell? 10 people after the ball drop? Damn. Y'all gotta be safe out there. Y'all all right? Hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I know y'all like, yo, Slug, damn, you came out different today. Yeah, yesterday I just had to I had to pinpoint some stuff out, iron out some stuff, and move on. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to have a whole podcast every day about some gang banging. That's not my goal. My goal is always to send a message. That's why I call it the lethal truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm rubbing against the enemy, meaning I'm trying to rub him the wrong way because I'm unmasking his secrets. I'm showing his technology. That's war. That's the beef I got. Not this other stuff. That's not war to me. That's kid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when you start talking about the government, you start going against them, you putting your whole life on the line. I could be going outside and somebody will sneeze or act like they sneezing and spray some chemical on my face that I can't smell and die just to conceal the truth. You know what I'm saying? They do that. I'm sure they did it to a lot of entertainers in the music world as well. This is what they do. To hold a secret or conceal a secret. They will kill you. Even if they know the secret is going to come out, they'll still kill you. They call it the ends justify the means. That's what they call it. So with y'all out there, how was y'all New Year's, man? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it. Okay, boss lady, what's up? Tell me how was y'all New Year's, man? Yeah, it was great. I went out there on New Year's Day. Me and my wife, we went shopping for something. Well, we went to get a door case. Remember, I tell you I got a bully. So I went to get a door case. Yo, them Mexicans out there, yo, they were selling fireworks and everything. They is not playing. Yo, I gotta give it up to them too, man. I really gotta give it up to them because they inspire me. The Mexicans, the Spanish-speaking people in this country, they inspire me. You know why? Because they came up under what we came under. They didn't go through what we went through, maybe in a different way in their country, but in this country, they didn't go through what we went through. But they made it possible by sticking together. So I'm in Bushwick, and I'm down by White Cloth, and it's mad Mexicans over there, and yeah, a lot of Mexicans. And it seemed like a lot of Mexicans and Dominicans is taking over Bushwick too. And they had everything out there. They had the stores, and it doesn't matter about them having the stores. What caught my interest, it was the fact that they would still have people outside in front of the stores selling stuff. And they didn't know it was going to rain that day, but they didn't care. They was pooling their resources and their money together instead of always running to the government and begging and crying that they need something. They take their little 2 pennies and they put that thing together and they go buy some stuff to sell. Summertime, you see them on the highway. The ladies, they got the baby here, and they selling vegetables, they selling fruits, they making a living. And they got to be some money in it because they got the highway sold up and they still doing it for years. If it was no money, they wouldn't have did it. I remember A lot of Puerto Ricans have corner stores. They got supermarkets now. They showing us the way. You know what I'm saying? And I see that, and I be like, yo, see, you don't really, I mean, everybody cannot have a 9 to 5. Somebody has to be an employee, but they show me, yo, you don't need no 9 to 5. You can make your own 9 to 5. Especially after what I just said, this country falling. You got to prepare yourself. You don't want to prepare, that's cool. You ain't got to believe me. Don't prepare yourself. You're here on the news. You're here on the news. And the only thing that's really holding our money down from not being canceled is our military might. They got a lot of nukes. They're not good on war on foot. We already know that because the last war they ever won was the Pearl Harbor War, when they dropped the atomic bomb on Japan. And that was their last resort because they was about to lose that because they couldn't go to war with the kamikazes. That's where you get kamikaze from, because the Japanese, they were just taking the planes and they was just flying into American planes once they ran out of bullet. That's what the term kamikaze come from. So they was like, how could you fight and beat somebody that's suicidal? That's why they never won a war with the Arabs. You know what I'm saying? Because them Arabs are suicidal. They strapping bombs on them. They said, the hell with going home. This is for Allah. It's hard to fight someone who is suicidal and they doing it on the strength of God. How you want to fight a war like that? I don't want to die. So I'm not going to fight somebody with bombs strapped up on them. Because you ain't no winner. You're not going to win. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, yo, man, look, I got to get prepared because it's coming. It's coming. And they tell you every year because everything just keep going up. Even the MTA, they just made it $2.90. They about to go to $3 now. They just changed what? They just changed that about like 6 months ago, 8 months ago. They about to now up it. I'm like, God damn. And we may say, oh, it ain't nothing about 10 cents. Look, by the time you wake up, it's going to be $4. I remember a gallon of milk was like 60-something cents. How much it is now? How much America owe? All right. Now, I know you're talking about, we got the money and everything, but that's just IOU. You know what I'm saying? Federal Reserve, they print it and then they give it to the government, and the government will give it to us. It's just made up paper because America don't print their own money. So every time they go to war, or every time you hear them saying, Congress, single ride is $3.90. It's $3.90? Oh shit. $3.90? Yo, I'm sorry. I've been out the loop. I ain't gonna lie. When I decide to take the bus, I don't pay. I just get right on. You know what I'm saying? I do what my wife do. I go, good afternoon. You gotta be polite. Hey, good afternoon, good evening. And I get on. I don't pay. I don't take the select bus because the police is on it. Now Mayor Adams is talking about getting undercover cops on all the buses now. Now that takes more money. Where you getting this money from? Again, they got a bag. See what I'm saying? More money, value again. You keep begging for money. They ain't got it. They don't have no money. You just heard the debt. If you have no Metro card and you're trying to get a single ride, yep, it's $3.90. Damn. Well, you're going to laugh at this, right? Let me tell you how stingy I am. I got the FF, I got the half-off Metro card, right? And then when I go to the doctors, to the hospital, I get a free Metro card. And I just let them stack up. I don't pay. Sometimes my wife me going somewhere, she say, oh, my daughter, and they be like, yo, you got Metro card? Hey, I got a whole lot of them, but I don't pay. You know what I'm saying? It's not me being a criminal. Hey, they taught me this. They did it to us. They did it around the world. They led by example. So that's what I do. I don't pay. Now I know it may catch up to me. I might run into a cop one day and I might have to pay $100 fee because I don't want to pay $3.90. I know that's crazy. Hey, I take my choice. I take my chances, But damn, $3.90? Shit. They even have security guards at some stations. Like, what the fuck they gonna do? Yo, yeah, they do. I went to some train stations, and they just got cops in military uniforms just standing there. I was like, damn. Okay, at this point, that's when I'd be like, okay, you got it. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you got it. Yeah. Matter of fact, and I took my wife out for her birthday, and we went to 42nd Street. And when we was getting out the train station, they actually had regular security. They had the police on another side, but they had regular security. I'm talking about flashlight, I see you. I said, what they gonna do? But if you put your hands on them, it's like putting your hands on a police officer. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? They tightening up because they losing money. They're not making no money. They can't even pay the debt. And they're not making no money. The bus drivers want to be on strike because they want more money. Because they got them doing too much. I got people that's MTA workers. They got them doing too much, and they feel like, yo, we need to get paid more. The cops want more money. Everybody want more money. The government ain't got it. They ain't got no money. They can't wait to get these so-called immigrants out of here because it's bleeding their pockets. But hold on. Jasmine said they even have security guard at some state. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Excuse me. But say they ain't got no money. They broke. So I don't know why the FBA, Foundational Black Americans, is so much. We want reparations. But what? You ain't got no money. The country ain't got no money. They done sold more than half the land in this country to other countries. What land you getting, baby? They ain't got no land to give you. Let me tell you something. They can't even take care of their own people. Their own people going crazy, shooting up stuff. They going crazy psychological processes and everything because they done lost their way. They don't have that white supremacy way. I mean, they do to an extent when it comes to people of color, but as it was back then, nah, they losing everything. You know what I'm saying? Even us being afraid of them, they done lost. They can't even say the words they created. I can't say nigga. Nah, you can't say that. I don't care if you're a rapper or not. You can't say that. If Eminem said that in one of his old raps, they ready to fly his head. He had to come out and apologize all around the board. They lost their way. We said what we want to say. We say what we want to say. We spend what we want to spend. And you could kill us, but we'll burn this shit down. Couldn't do that in the 20s. You're losing their way. Their money is gone. Now you see it. Now I'm explaining it to you like this. You're like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I ain't really see it. Yeah, that's why they going crazy. And I'm waiting for Trump to get in there because Trump look like he about to go to war. You know what I'm saying? Because this country need it. This country cannot survive without war. They worship God, gold, oil, and drugs. That's what only keeps this country afloat. Oh, and slavery. Hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that notification bell. You know? Jasmine said, no, I'm talking about real security guards that's supposed to be in the building, etc. Allied security guard. Oh, allied security guards are working at train stations now? I would never. What? Warpath. I would know, he said. And I still walk through the still walk through gates. Okay, I ain't taking no chances, man. You got some security guards like, man, they out here. These security guards, I guess they trying to make a difference. I was in Dollar Tree the other day, and they got 2 security guards. And you know Dollar Tree don't have security guards, but we all know everybody hits Dollar Tree. Man, I ain't saying I did anything. I'm not saying that. All I'm just saying is that everybody hits Dollar Tree. And this Dollar Tree, man, they had security guard. They were checking in your bags and everything. And this one, they had it where they got the cameras where, like, when you shopping by the food section, like it'll detect if you have a bag and it'll zoom up on you and it'll zoom up on the camera so security can see it. And if you're stealing something, it'll zoom up. And then they're, yo, they ain't playing. They coming. Yo, everybody losing money. Ain't no money, especially with COVID happening. And then the people hit the stores, broke into everything. And these foreigners that got these stores, they couldn't wait to milk the government. They said, y'all insurance, I told you this country broke. They like, oh my God. It's bad enough we closed down. Now we got to give out all this insurance. They said no. When COVID came back hard again, they said, the city is staying open. They said, we don't care. Die. Die. Because they lost so much money when it was locked down. Not only they lost so much money, me, you, us, started making a business online and started selling stuff online. And we started to create a business to the point, me and my wife was in a group, it was like a Black network group where it was like over 1,000 business owners. And we was all sharing our information on what we do for business, and everybody was supporting everybody. They don't like that because they have all of this on surveillance. So they know, oh no, not these people. They pulling their money together. They make $1 trillion a year and they spend $1 trillion a year. Imagine if they all get together, we're over. We're done. You know what I'm saying? So they had to keep the country open. They said, nah, y'all die. Right now, COVID is still high. And they got all kind of 2 different diseases I heard that's out now that I can't even pronounce. I'm so scared. Yo, it's so bad. You can't even smell the air. That's how Satan got it. You can't have sex in peace. You can't inhale in peace. He done tampered with the food. He done tampered with the air. He done tampered with sex. He done tampered with the animals. He done tampered with everything. Everything this man touched. And I said, man, I ain't talking about no spook. Everything this man touched, he destroys and he changes it and make it worse. He make it worse. Right now, he even changing Easter. He said Easter is on a Sunday. It's on 420. So now you get high on Jesus Day. Ain't that supposed to be the day Jesus risen allegedly through the Christian faith? So they moved that. Now you would think that this is supposed to be a so-called Christian country and you keep your traditions intact. They up there moving his risen days around. And now they moving on the day we all get high. Yo, I'm telling you, this is Satan's country, man. You just got to look at it a certain way. But they hide it, they hide it. They good hiders, man. Damn, man. They're the best liars in the world, and they're the best killers in the world and cover-ups, man. Hit that subscribe button. Monica, what's up? How are you? Hope everything is going good. Happy holidays. You know what I'm saying? I still got my little Julio. I took a sip for you, Monica, because you came in and you still alive too. Everybody's still alive for New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year. So I gotta take a sip for y'all. Ooh, look at this, man. Yeah, I'm feeling the first one. This one right here. Woo! Yeah, I'm back. Woo, man. Julio. But yeah. So and we all alive, and we living our life, and just gotta be aware of what's going on. Try every morning, try to wake up and look at the news. Like I said, they tell you half truths and half lies. And get your news break on your phone, get your Citizen app on your phone. You got to know what's going on. You got to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot is going on. The 23andMe, the DNA, billions of people, DNA got leaked on a cyber attack. Then you got all of this. I told you this country is falling. It's falling. Matter of fact, let me show you what 23andMe is. Hold on. You're going to like this. Because, man, that thing there.
Right under our noses. Is the Diddy drama just a distraction?
hold on, I want y'all to really get up on this. You know, I want y'all to really pay attention to this, because this is real, this is really good. When I seen it, I was like, hold up, how come they not talking about it?
While everyone's glued to the headlines about Diddy, something way bigger just happened, right under our noses. Have you heard about 23andMe, the DNA ancestry company? Well, right when all this chaos around Diddy exploded, every single board member of 23andMe suddenly quit. At the same time. Yeah, let that sink in. Here's where it gets wild. 23andMe holds the DNA of millions of people around the world. Who was running it? The wife of the CEO of Google and YouTube. Now, people are starting to ask some serious questions. Why did the board quit all at once? Some are saying there are major ethical issues brewing. Think about it. They have our DNA, our data, and thanks to Google, they know everything about us. Combine that with our biochemistry, and what do they control next? The future of commerce. What if the one thing they could sell you is something you can't live without, like food and water? They know all about diseases, your health, and the cures they could sell you. But what's the price of survival? Could this be the real story we should be paying?
Yeah, makes you wonder, doesn't it? Yeah, it's lethal to die. Okay, I got my Dawn. Yeah, I got my Dawn. Now, y'all hear that? 23andMe. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And this happened when Diddy stuff just hit the fan. How do we not know that? That's why I say, yo, I know how the enemy be thinking. You know what I'm saying? They always deal with technology. They'll always put something in the limelight in the media to distract us from the main reason or purpose where we need to focus on their garbage. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cyber attack. So billions of DNA was leaked, all our databases was leaked. Everybody quit at the same time. Why did they quit? What did they know that we don't know? I don't know why they quit. Somebody did something, and the government know, and the government's like this. Say nothing. Because the people was going to get in an uproar that their DNA and their genetic makeup, all their health is out there. What are y'all cloning shit? What are they doing with this information? Because I already know they cloning. We already know they cloned. The first thing they cloned was a human cell. They ain't gonna get no pet. They ain't gonna get no further than that. I ain't gonna get into it why, but they don't have that knowledge. They not gonna never get that knowledge. But they had cloned a sheep cell, and they cloned a sheep. Why are they cloning? Because they have zero population growth. They're dying. So they're trying to figure out how to stay alive. You know, some of them feel like scientifically made through us. Hopefully that happened because that's how they came into existence in the first place, by mating with us, and we made them. That's a whole nother story. One day I'm gonna get into the making of Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? But they know it, because when I tell you it, I'm gonna say you never heard them say it was a lie. Matter of fact, you never even heard them, the powers that be in the government, you never heard them say, black people didn't create us. Black people didn't make us. You never heard that. As a matter of fact, even when they go look for information dealing with ancient times, they never go to Europe. They always go to Africa. Y'all all right out there? Y'all all right out there? So it's just pretty much their time is up. They're supposed to rule for 6,000 years. Their time is up. This is why everything is going away. It's going. A lot of people that don't see or know what I know, they say, "Oh, times is changing." Nah, yeah, well, times is changing, but it's changing for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It changed. That's why they always try to persuade you not to look or read in the Bible or the Quran or deal with any religion. You know what I'm saying? Because religion is just something that's natural to get us back on the path of God on which we lost. Because at one point in time, we didn't need that. We didn't need that. Everything with people practicing in these holy houses, we did that by nature. We didn't need no religion. We did that. That was just natural. But you need it. We need it because now we live in Satan's home where we're distracted off every given little thing. and we doing wickedness. Some of us don't even realize that we're doing it. I know I be doing it. You know what I mean? Because I live in Satan's world. It's hard, but I do love God. And I do preach the word. But you know, all the prophets and the messengers besides Jesus and the Bible, they was all, they wasn't perfect. Some was drunk, some was fornicators, like Solomon, he had over 100 wives. David, he done killed his man just to get the wife, and he was a prophet. So, you know, but they had God in their heart and mind. So don't feel no type of way if you feel like you ain't perfect and you feel like you fronting and you're not living out God's word. God knows what's in your heart, Lord, you know what's in your heart. You know what I'm saying? So back to like I was saying, we live in Satan's world, and this country is gonna fall. This country gonna fall. We can't stop it. It's already written. It's already, the chain events already started. The chain of events started in 1933. That's when the ticking started. Why? Because after they forfeited their right to print money and they allowed the Federal Reserve to do it for them, for this country, and then they had to go to World War II, they had to borrow money, which means now you're in debt. And it started from there. Then you had the Vietnam War, the Korean War. What was that they called with Saddam? Saddam Hussein, the Desert War. I forgot, it was in '91. It was like the first war. But yeah, every time they go to war, man, they got to borrow, and then they giving Israel 50 million a year. Yo, this shit is, you can't make this up. You can't make that. That's why I say, you know what? It's going, hey, you got Daniel Penny, you got him off. You did that to George Floyd. Well, your time coming. Your time coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right, you know. What's up? Y'all all right out there? Y'all okay? I wonder how many people's online. But now that the new year is in, you know what I'm saying? Let's hopefully that we do something better with our life. You know, stay focused, try not to get too distracted out there. And I know it's going to be kind of hard to get, stay focused and not get distracted, because we're distracted, or things are trying to distract us at every second and every minute of the day. Whether it's the TV, it's the whether it's the TV, or it's Facebook, or definitely our phone. You know, they always try to make something and design something to keep us distracted from the truth. They control social media. So you be seeing the truth there, and then you'll see a network that come out and say, fan news. You don't even know who owned the page. Fan news. And then they put out a propaganda to contradict what's going on. So you gotta watch how these devils work, man. There's a reason why they was called devils in the 60s and 50s and 20s and 30s, blatantly in their face. And look, has they been doing anything different? And at this point, I'm not talking about just white people. I'm talking about people of color too, because you got some house Negroes out there that will try to keep us on a plantation or under the former slave masters' feet, just to get where they need to go. You know, like Ben Carson and all these dudes that was running for uh running for any sort of political seat in office. Definitely Barack Obama. Oh man, they try to fool us with that one. Look, yo, you remember when Bush was in office? Everybody hated Bush, especially with the war. They say he was a liar. Remember, he stole the election. Votes was missing. People hated him, like really hated him. They didn't even want to vote no more. The country was on the brink, damn near on a civil war, because people wasn't voting like that no more. Then you know how they do the pre-poll, pre-voting polls? It was the lowest in history. When you have something like that, that means the people is dissatisfied with their leaders, and next thing to come is a civil war, because they want to uproot not just the leader but the system, the government. So what they did was they got this black man, Barack Obama, out of nowhere, and they put him in office. You know what I'm saying? This dude came out of nowhere. Nobody ain't know about Barack until he was president. They ain't know he was a senator in Chicago and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, you in Chicago all this time and you ain't been around Farrakhan? That's NOI headquarters right there. You had to go get some knowledge over there. But he came up in there and he been to the Man March. He admitted he went. I knew he had to. How you gonna be in Chicago? You don't know about Franco. You know what I'm saying? But they financed him. They gave him all they gave, like, he did more than any other president in the country ever. You know what I'm saying? More votes. He gained more he got more donations. So when people saw a black man, or better yet, I'm gonna say that. I mean, we know he black, but I'm gonna say a person of color, because they don't want nobody 100% black. They want you mixed. They don't want that, because you too black. You designated mostly to one people because of what happened to you or what happened to her. But if you can be split, then you can't say you this and you that. You have to say you both. Can't say you just black. And people ran with that shit. And it was like, yeah, the black president. And then we danced and we have Jay-Z and everybody perform. And then the enemy was like, look at them. We got them. We got the niggas. Yeah, they went back to sleep. They think they made it. They forgot this is our house. If I could come to your house, can I run it? So Barack is in their house. Do you think he could run it? Aha. Can't run nothing unless they say so. You can't pass no bill unless Congress say, okay, president, we got you. Listen, we living in a country that assassinate presidents. Stop acting like the presidents run shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop acting like the presidents got say so and they run shit. They don't run nothing. They just there to be the face of the people that's really running the country. So when they pick out, he good. He could talk well. Put him up there. And you put him up there. Got to get rid of Joe Biden, because now they like, yo, man, he's fried, man. He's fried. We're gonna put Trump back in there because there's really nobody else. It's all a gimmick. You can't run again because that was all bullshit. That was all bullshit. I didn't believe that Camilla was gonna win anyway, because they just look at women to be secondary, need to be in the house, because they created that type of model in this country. You know what I'm saying? They believe that women don't have equal rights like that. I mean, now women are bogarting it now, but in that system, that government, that's how they always believe. They will always allow a man to rule the country or rule over a woman. They will never let a woman run the country. They was already saying that after the election, they started saying, oh, women are too emotional, they can't run it. But they're not emotional to have sex with. They're not emotional for you to raise their babies. They're not emotional for them to get a job and pay the bills and all that. But all of a sudden, now they're too emotional. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they damn emotional. Now we all emotional. You know what I'm saying? It's just that women are more emotional. But I don't think that women can't, run the world, can't run the country. I think they can. You know what I'm saying? Because one person in the cabinet doesn't run the country. He has advisors and everybody around him, and and he got that sharpshooter up in the balconies. Letting know if you don't listen to what we telling you, you're gonna end up like JFK. You know what I'm saying? So, that's America. You know what I'm saying? God bless America. Yeah, God blessing the shit out of this country. No, what was that? What was the brother name? Jeremiah Wright. Remember him? He was preaching. He was like, no, God bless the country. God damn the country. Yo, they put him through the ringer. Well, you don't even hear about him no more. But now look at the country. Has it changed? Barack was in office. Everybody thought things was going to change. What happened? What happened? George Floyd got killed. What happened with Daniel Penny? What changed? What changed? Do you know? Let me show you how much this country never changed. Do you know that September 11th, 2024, the Supreme Court ruled in Oklahoma that the last two survivors of the Black Wall Street case was dismissed because they felt that the two victims wasn't terrorized and they was treated fairly due to the fact that the people who was in law enforcement of that time made the citizens of that community law enforcers, or excuse me, law enforcement officers. So they found a loophole to not give these people what they deserve. But yet everybody talking about unity. You see what I'm saying? And we all know about Black Wall Street. They destroyed that entire community, dropped bombs because we fought back. Don't let them make it seem like in history you say, "Oh my God," and we cried at them. No, we was shaking. They couldn't handle us because who built Black Wall Street was not just us, but it was also the Red Indians who we integrated with. You know what I'm saying? Because we had the oil, they had the land. This is what they're not telling you. So we integrated and we built something to the point where they had the white folks had to come into what's it, Greenwood District and beg for gas. They needed gas and food because we had it all. So when we fought back and we was shaking their ass up, they decided, yo, the only way we could beat them is from above. So that's when they got the planes and they dropped the cocktails on the building and destroyed homes, and like over 1,000 people died, innocent men, women, and children. So they had 2 remaining survivors from that time still alive. Damn, they over 100. And the government said, we don't think you deserve to get what you deserve to get. Chalk it up and put it in history. Let the niggas know how we really feel. I don't care about what they say. I care about actions. You could tell me whatever you want to tell me, because they have, let me tell you, they good with words. They good with words. And I know some of y'all saying, nah, listen, it's in the Constitution and they had wrote this. Yeah, well, them and the Indians had a lot of contracts and constitutions together. What happened to that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe none of that. No. I'm not saying that I don't like white people. I do. I have some in my family. Some is my homegirl, homeboys. I just know as their people as a whole and my people as a whole, we can't live together in peace. The only time we can live together in peace is in the bedroom. Am I right or am I wrong? That's the only time you get equality. They deal with us fairly, either from below or from above. That's the only time they deal with equality. Other than that, we can't get fair equality in health insurance, life insurance. We can't get it fairly at a store. We can't even get it fairly playing lotto because they pick the areas they want a person to win. You know what I'm saying? No, but the only time we equal is in the bedroom when it's time for sex. Or we doing porn. Well, not even in the porn industry, because the sisters and the brothers is getting less money. And damn. Damn. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Now I'm not saying that, we can move and we can live over there and we can live over there and we can live over there like slug. That's unheard of because we have to see each other. Who says? Try to get an apartment in the Jewish community. I'll wait, see what happens. Go to Little Italy and try to get a nice condo. See what happens. Matter of fact, go somewhere in Queens or wherever you at, and they got them Indian communities. The Indians that live in live in India, and they got the little mark here, and they practice what is it? Hinduism, I believe. Try to get a apartment over there. Try to get a job over there. You might, as a janitor. There's more separations today than it was when Martin Luther King Jr. was alive. But what I'm trying to say is separation. I'm just talking about economically, socially, culturally, because all those cultures is really not ours. And the way we do practice those cultures, those pagan cultures, we practice it with a little soul. You know what I'm saying? We don't call it Thanksgiving nowadays. Most days we now changing it from Thanksgiving to Friendsgiving. Because we know what Thanksgiving is really about. Told you they're losing their way. You know what I'm saying? So Y'all all right out there? Okay, I'm about to end. Got about 5, 10 more minutes. I'm about to end. But another thing I want to say is, hold on. Okay, another thing I want to say is about separation. It's happening right now like crazy. They're not telling you. Let me put you on. So there's 5 African countries that wants to give us full citizenship. And we could buy land dirt cheap in these countries. You get about $1,000, you got like $10,000. Ghana is one, Nigeria, Kenya, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. In Ghana, the day before New Year's, 524 people, African Americans and Caribbeans throughout the diaspora, was anointed citizenship in Ghana. I watched the video. I said, oh, shit. As a matter of fact, let me see if I got it. I think I'm playing. Let me see if I got it. I think I got it. Let me see. I don't think so. Yeah, damn, I didn't. Nah, y'all don't got it. Sorry. But I got it in my phone, of course. But yeah, it's just a real short video to see like they all in a hall. There's other Africans and they dressed up in dashiki. They look so goddamn beautiful, man. And they was all happy and they had their hand up and they was swearing to be Guyanese. You know what I'm saying? From Africa. They coming back home because these countries, they decided to do that because that was the main pulses for the transatlantic slave trade. Ghana, they have the slave dungeon to this day there with the Star of David that's on top of it because the Jews controlled the slave Atlantic controlled the slave Atlantic slave trade. They controlled it. They don't want to tell you that. Yeah, they controlled that, man. They always controlled that. They always like to play behind the scenes and act innocent. And they want to call somebody anti-Semitic when you point it out, when they're not even Semitic. You're not even Semitic. You're not from nowhere you're not nowhere in the African countries. You don't speak Aramaic. You don't even speak Semitic. You speak Yiddish. So how the hell are you Semitic? How are you calling somebody anti-Semitic when you anti-black? You know what I'm saying? Y'all all right? I know y'all like yo slut. Got me talking. Good luck. Let me get ready to get out of here. I want y'all to enjoy the night. Always keep God in your heart, always keep God on your mind. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe in the God, then that means I know you probably believe that you God yourself, or you God by nature, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I know the science behind that, but that's a whole different topic. I know you always say, we always saying there's a whole different topic. And I got a whole lot to give y'all. But just keep God in your mind, love your family. Like I said, tomorrow's not promised. Don't leave on a bad note. Try to communicate, make things right. Don't hold no grudges because, we leave this world, it's over. That's it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, y'all have a good night. Y'all rest your head. I'm going to enjoy myself, lay up with my wife, watch some movies or something. So peace, y'all. Have a good night.